Hello, my name's Annabelle Daniel and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Women's Community Shelters, and welcome to our March newsletter. And it's been a huge month already. So we've celebrated International Women's Day with a range of speaking opportunities, and we also just recently attended the ELSI conference, which celebrates 50 years of a domestic and family violence response in Australia, commemorating the anniversary of the establishment of the first women's refuge. So we've got plenty to talk to you about today, but the first thing I would like to highlight is that we have partnered with Team Building with Purpose to develop the amazing Allies in Action program, where your corporate can take part in a team building day which supports women's community shelters. You'll learn about domestic and family violence, you'll learn about our work, and you will take part in a tangible activity that supports women and children in our shelters. That activity is available nationwide, so any corporate can be part of it, and we'd encourage you to check out the link down below. I'm really delighted that several of our staff members, Nisha Eckersley, our Chief Operating Officer, and Janet Dandy Ward, our Practice Lead, are presenting at the Homelessness New South Wales conference this week, which talks about homelessness becoming rare, brief and non-recurring. And they'll be presenting about women's homelessness in rural and regional areas, and with Pacific Link Housing, one of our very dear partners. So very excited that we can be part of that and be part of the solution for women's homelessness. Surrounding International Women's Day, there's been a lot of news and a lot of advances in the space of domestic and family violence. And you may have seen in the news that Queensland has criminalised coercive control with a new offence introduced. I had the opportunity to comment to the ABC about the implementation of that offence, and I also wrote an op-ed in the Daily Telegraph around International Women's Day about the things that we all need to do to solve domestic and family violence in our communities. I also had the opportunity to speak on a podcast about older women over 55 being one of the fastest growing groups by percentage of homeless people across the country. Older women's homelessness is the canary in the coal mine, and we need to take action. So if you're interested in any of those media pieces, the links are down below. Congratulations to our incredible Haven Nepal Women's Shelter team for their series that they're publishing on social media called The Heart of the Haven. The incredible shelter manager, Sam, talks about what life is like in a shelter, what the first 72 hours looks like, and what we do to help support women and children get back on their feet in the shelter environment. So huge congratulations to the Haven Nepal for all the work they've done in bringing this incredible work out of the shadows and into the light, so everybody can understand what we do and how shelters work. Great work, team. We've got some other information in our newsletter down below about the new Women's Safety Commissioner's strategic plan for New South Wales on domestic, family and sexual violence. We've put the link in down below. And also keep your eyes open for an upcoming coercive control campaign, which talks to the community about what the signs of coercive control are and how you can look out for it amongst your friends, family and networks. It's going to be incredibly important, and we look forward to sharing that with you. I also wanted to say a huge thank you to our supporter Radical Yes, who donated over 20% of the profits from their International Women's Day sale towards us developing a new shelter on the Mornington Peninsula in Victoria. Thank you for believing in this mission, and thank you to everybody who contributed to that amazing campaign. We couldn't do what we do without you, and our corporate supporters such as Radical Yes are doing such an amazing job in helping women and children and providing more safe beds. Thank you. And lastly, but by no means least, I wanted to say a huge thank you to our donors, foundation partners, and individuals who give to WCS on a private and anonymous basis. We respect your wishes not to be identified, but I did want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are helping us develop new shelters for women and children. You are helping us create more transitional housing for women over 55 and for women leaving our shelters. And you're building our capacity internally so that we can do more and more in support of our shelter network and create those opportunities that provide more safety. A huge thank you from me and respect for your generosity, and we look forward to partnering with you into the future.